Today we're checking out a new construction neighborhood in Star, Idaho. This is Iron Mountain Vista. It has RV bay garages and views like no other, depending on the house. So make sure you guys stay tuned. You're gonna love this neighborhood. Let's dive into it. Guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel, Living in Boise. Now today we're checking out Star, Idaho. Now Star, Idaho, for a lot of people, you guys have been requesting me to do more videos on Star because I typically talk about Meridian, which is my favorite city. You guys know this. Or for those of you guys that are also interested in Boise and some of the other surrounding cities, we've been covering a lot of those areas and I haven't been giving enough love to Star. So today we're showing you guys one of the most beautiful neighborhoods here in the area. Now these are new construction homes. They are literally still working. You can't hear it hopefully on the video, but they are literally pumping roofs. They're nail gunning. They're doing their thing, right? They are putting these gorgeous homes together. Now these homes are built by Richmond American Homes. We just had a client, no BS. They literally called me over the weekend. They're a moving company. They help people from California, Nevada, Colorado, wherever the heck you are, Texas. They help people move cross country from wherever they're at to Idaho. And they drove through this neighborhood. Actually, I take that back. It wasn't this neighborhood. It was the other Richmond American Homes neighborhood. And they just absolutely fell in love with their homes. And they're like, hey, if there's a video you need to do, it's on these homes right here. And that's what we're doing. Now, let's talk about where Star, Idaho is for those of you that are newer to maybe just the Idaho geographical area, the map, what that looks like. So Star, Idaho, in comparison to Boise, is about a 25-40 minute drive depending on traffic. We are starting to have traffic here in the Idaho area, unfortunately, due to so many people wanting to move here. The influx of folks moving this way because they love it is just naturally going to continue to happen. And with people moving here, guys, I do want to let you know, if you are deciding to move here and you are looking at purchasing a home, I am a licensed real estate agent here in Star, Boise, Meridian, Mountain Home, and all the surrounding areas you could possibly think of. So call me, text me, email me what your current situation is, so that way we can create a game plan for you guys and your family and what that could look like for you guys. So with that being said, let's get back into this stunning neighborhood. Now, this stunning neighborhood, they started developing it not too long ago, so it's freshly new. And there are other new builders around. You got Toll Brothers, which is nearby, which is a very well-known luxury neighborhood, or luxury builder, I should say, across the country. And they also have tons of other neighborhoods that are maybe small scale and also local. And then you have some of the builder ones. This is actually well known across the country as well. Not in all the states, right? You do have a couple of states that don't actually have Richmond American Homes, but they do have, for the most part, a pretty good footprint across the United States. Now, the cool thing about this neighborhood right now is they are offering a 4.99% interest rate, which is amazing, especially if you know what's going on with the interest rates. They are higher. I wouldn't say they're high just yet. For those of you that are a little older, you guys remember back when the day when interest rates were sitting at 13-14%. So you're probably calling a bunch of people nowadays crybabies and just soft because they just think they're not being spoiled anymore. But truth be told, I mean, relatively, in comparison to when COVID was happening and interest rates were hitting 2%, 3%, yes, we are higher. So a lot of new construction home builders, they are offering a very nice incentive as far as interest rate buy downs and things of that nature. So with that, let's go ahead inside so we can show you guys a little bit of the home and dive a little more into the neighborhood and a little more into what Star, Idaho has to offer for you. Let's do it. As we're walking in, I know you guys could see the big RV bay garage behind me. They are fully insulated, which is awesome. And I mean, as far as people just needing storage for their toys and trucks and not wanting to deal with HOAs, which this neighborhood does have an HOA, just a heads up. When you have a garage like that, it just helps a ton. So now walking up to it, you are gonna notice nice, beautiful big steps, really nice big door. For me personally, if it doesn't have a big door, it just doesn't feel like a grand entrance, right? You don't want a mid-sized door. You want to come in, you want to open this up, and you want to see this nice big just openness that allows you not to only walk in and feel like you're not constricted or in a prison cell, but you feel like you can actually move your furniture and not have to worry about dinging the walls 15,000 times, because God knows when I moved into my first home, I was moving furniture, I was hitting walls, I was hitting things, and I was just getting upset and frustrated. And now you don't have to worry about that with these homes. So with that being said, I'm trying to decide, do I want to show you guys, let's show you guys the home. And then what we're going to do next is we're going to show you guys a little bit of a breakdown as far as pros and cons of living in Star, Idaho. We did a video about that earlier, and we're going to tell you a little bit about this home. So let's go ahead and start with the home tour. Now, starting with the home tour, immediately to your right as you walk into this home, I'm excited because we haven't shown you one of these homes. Sometimes we've shown you guys a couple builders a couple times, so it's like, oh yeah, you guys have probably seen this home in the last video. There's none of that today. So This is all fresh. So this is the first bedroom. You have a walk-in closet, super, super spacious. And then you also have a super spacious bedroom. I mean, you can kind of see the ceilings are not your typical 8-foot ceilings. These are probably 10-foot ceilings, 10 feet ceilings. I keep saying foot, 10 feet ceilings with tons of space, so you can actually breathe. You don't have to feel like you're about to have a lung collapse. You can just spread your arms and feel pretty good about it. Then bedroom number 2 is right next to it. Now, these are also same size, but with the height, it just makes it feel so much more grand, so much more beautiful, just so much more spacious. And then you also do have another walk-in closet. So every single room, bedroom-wise, in this house does have a walk-in closet, which is absolutely amazing. Next, you're gonna have your bathroom. I'm gonna let the beautiful camera lady walk through, show you guys the bathroom. You have very nice quartz counters all throughout, dual vanity. And the best part is, here's my thing, guys, when it comes to showers, I absolutely hate when builders, personal note, just a personal preference here. I hate when builders just do the tile up halfway up the wall and then that's it, right? They don't go all the way. So really nice that Richmond Homes, they do go all the way to the top, to the ceiling, which is just a nice little addition. It just makes it it makes it feel complete. You know, it's not half-assed. All right, moving along, let's come back through this entire huge gap of a hallway. Immediately to your right now, for those of you guys that work from home, that still have that nice accommodation to where you don't have to go into the office, you're gonna love this. You do have your big, nice office space here with the double French doors. So you do have a little bit of privacy, but then as far as the office goes itself, I mean, guys, it's absolutely huge. I mean, look at this. You have all types of space, which is awesome. The nice receding lights, or the can lights, I should say. Some people call them receded lights, some call them canned, however you prefer. And right across from the office, you're gonna have a full-blown bathroom. Now, real quick, we almost skipped this part, so we're gonna come back. We're gonna make our way back. We're gonna run back, just joking. This is actually going to be kind of like a entrance for the garage, we'll call it. Not a mud room because they don't necessarily have it set up as such, but you have a nice big closet door. I mean, check this closet out. Guys, these big doors, they go a long way. When you have 8 feet doors, it just makes the house feel so much bigger than it really is. You feel like you're Dwayne Johnson and, well, you feel like Kevin Hart standing next to Dwayne Johnson with these big doors, but it's a good time. Anyways, so then you have your laundry room. This is right next to the garage door as you walk in. I mean, you can tell tons of space, and they didn't cheap out. Once again, they did not cheap out on the counters here. They didn't do the laminate. They did nice quartz counters, and you can see the sink doesn't have water yet because it's a new construction home, and we'll figure that out once you move in, but it does have a nice, beautiful sink with really nice finishes. And guys, you wanna see the best part? Soft close. I love it. You can't build luxury homes or nicer homes or more expensive homes and not have that. I will show you what's in here real quick. You guys know what this is. At least I hope you do. This is gonna be your hot water tank here. And then you also have your HVAC right next to it. So as far as, or excuse me, I should say your furnace more specifically, it also looks like they have water softener capability in here. So guys, as far as water softeners go here in the Treasure Valley, highly, highly recommended because you do want to have clean water, or at least get your water tested just to be on the safe side, because there is hard water and it could, you know, really reduce the life of your pipes. It could really reduce the life of yourself because you just don't know what the heck is in the water. And then they asked me not to show this. We're gonna show it to you guys anyway. Shh, don't tell them. This is the garage. Now, obviously there is some work being done, but it's because they had to get it fully insulated. So you have a 2-car garage here, and then you have a RV bay garage here. Every time I walk in an RV bay garage, I just want to be like, hello! I just love doing that, I don't know. The kid in me that'll never go away. All right, so now you guys saw the garage. Like I said, don't tell nobody. They'll be okay. Let's walk through the home. All right, we checked out this bathroom. All right, before we go check out the kitchen, it's a beautiful kitchen. The counters, the shelving, all of it, this is gorgeous. Come check this kitchen out. All right, spoil it, let's spoil it. Guys, look how big this damn island is. I don't know if you guys ever seen the video of the real estate agent. He's a little more ballsy than me, but he talks about big ass kitchen. You know, it's pretty funny. You should see it. If you don't see it, it is what it is. But Man, this is just a super, super awesome kitchen concept in general. You also see that you have quite a bit of space. You know, now that I think about it, what type of fridge is my height? I'm 5'8". This is like a 5'10" fridge. You may not have a lot of space for your fridge, but that's okay. It's not gonna kill you. You have space for a fridge. All right, next up, you're gonna have your range and your very nice ventilation system here. I mean, this is gorgeous. It's all modernized. Gas, I didn't even notice this. This is a gas stove. So if you guys know, you guys watch my videos, you guys listen to me argue about this all the time. Absolutely love gas over electricity just because I feel like it cooks it more authentically. It's almost like having a grill, but not having a grill, but like it's the happy medium. You know what I'm saying? You can put it on the frying pan and it still comes out pretty well if you're doing a steak or whatnot. But you know, you got your 5-burner there, and guess what? Soft close again. Here you do have your dual microwave oven combo, which is absolutely gorgeous. And it's actually, the brand for these is Cafe, which I haven't actually heard of personally. So I'm curious if you guys do know what the Cafe brand, let me know in the comments. What are your thoughts on it? Love, hate, maybe, I don't know. We'll talk about it. All right, coming back, you do have your dish. Hey, this is kind of nice. Cafe might be really nice actually. Look at this, nice little touch. Dishwasher. And then of course your nice big farmhouse sink. It's not a Kim K sink, but it'll do. It's very gorgeous, very spacious. Tons of room there. And then all top, did you guys notice how many different drawers and cabinets and guys, just a ton of freaking space, good God. So, I mean, as far as on the island, on the side, and then not only that, if this isn't enough, you have a whole nother wall with additional nice counter space and cabinets and junk drawers. You probably could have 5 freaking junk drawers and be more than happy. In addition to maybe a coffee spot. Oh, look at this. What the heck? I don't think there's supposed to be 3 different levels there, but regardless, they're still building the home. There's probably gonna be things like that that you see. Pantry. Pantry wise, now this isn't standard size. This is actually a little bigger than standard size, which is nice. So you do have more than enough space. You could hang out in here, you could hide, or you could store all your canned goods and even, is there a plug in here? No plug-in in the pantry. So I know someone has asked me before, do you know if some of the pantries have plug-ins because we like to have our coffee in the pantry room and running. I haven't seen it personally myself, how someone does that, but no plug-ins for the people that like to have their coffee running in the pantry. So, all right, moving along. So here you have your beautiful dining room area, which I can hit my head on the wall. So nice thing is you could always raise those up and it'll be good to go. But you do have a dining room area here. Now it is all open and modern, so you can definitely see everything. Then here you're gonna have your beautiful fireplace mantle. It looks like this is going to be electric, but here you can hang up your TV. I love when builders throw in, you know, nice stone or something of that nature, but they don't just leave out the fact that now you gotta come in and drill some type of power or some type of electricity so you can get your TV plugged in. So this is already ready and good to go, and you do have your wire hider here. Now, as far as where that's gonna pop out, that is gonna go all the way over here. And actually, I apologize guys, this fireplace is actually gas. So that's actually a really nice touch. Now, here is going to be the downside, just to be transparent with you guys. Now, this isn't the only house, so you do have different lots to choose from. This just ended up being the one that we wanted to record for you guys because, well, just to be honest, it was the first one we opened up and we decided that it had an RV bay. And I know you guys love RV bays. We want to make sure to showcase that for you guys. So when we're looking at this backyard, just know there's other lots, there's other options if this doesn't sell the deal for you, or if this neighborhood doesn't sell the deal for you, or if you just need, hey, I need more information as far as neighborhoods, locations, show me more. We do have a free Boise relocation guide that you can download. Check out the video description below. Don't hate me, input your information, and we're gonna send over that free guide. Just let me know where to email it to at least so I can know. All right, let's come check out this lot. Hopefully it doesn't disappoint you guys too much, but this is just not a direct reflection of every single lot. So this is on a hill. So the nice thing is if you're someone that likes to look at your neighbors and stare and see what they're doing, if you're a noisy Karen, good thing is this is the perfect home for you. So this might be the backyard for you because you could look straight down at your neighbor and see exactly what the heck they got going on down there, or that neighbor, or that neighbor, or even that neighbor. So you got a lot of neighbors you could watch. if you're like a people watcher, you're gonna enjoy this. But for those of you that don't feel like working out like Derrick Henry and trying to run inclines all day, this is probably not gonna be a fun yard to mow. So once again, this may be a downside for this home specifically, but it's absolutely gorgeous. You do have the rocks to protect the house from any moisture. It is on an incline, so good news is this house will never freaking flood ever. There's a very low probability of that ever happening. And then on this side, as far as the yard side goes, not too much yard. So if you're worried about maintenance, well, good news is you have a bunch of rocks and a little bit of grass, so not too much maintenance to worry about. So maybe you're older, maybe you're just a young entrepreneur that's never home, maybe you just travel a lot and you don't necessarily want to worry about the maintenance of your home. This might be the perfect fit for you. All right. Oh, and covered patio, by the way. All right, let's keep it moving. Guys, this house is so awesome, right? Isn't it? This is just a great time. We're just having a great time doing a tour of the home, having a real good time. All right, here we go. Next up, nice little linen closet, not bad. 10 feet of linen. God bless these doors. And then you finally have the primary bedroom. Now guys, as far as this goes, I will say little touches go a long way, right? Like when you're looking at the ceiling, I know you're gonna have to point up just a little bit, but you can see they do have a really nice architectural touch there. I like to call it architectural, but it's a nice little trim job as far as giving it some character. Now here is probably gonna be ladies and folks that just love really nice bathrooms. You're gonna love this. I mean, this is absolutely gorgeous. You have big, so this is the biggest soaker I've seen so far. Like that's probably what I'm most excited about, because every time I see a soaker, it's one of those I look at it and I'm like, yeah, you're gonna have to squeeze into that one. This one is huge. I mean, huge. I'm still not gonna get in it even though it's big, but it's just really big. So it's just big. But with that being said, love the soaker, love the tub. Beautiful shower. I mean, check this out. Oops. Thank God that pulled the right way. Once again, they killed it. They went all the way up with this. They did not half work this. They didn't BS with it. They gave you the full package here. So what's really nice is it also actually matches the freaking bathroom, because sometimes they'll throw in some crazy green, some crazy teal blue. Like it's just, I don't know. I'm not a home designer for a reason. I just help you guys get into your dream home. So maybe that's why I get paid to do this, not that. But regardless, here you're gonna have your toilet. Oh, and if you didn't notice, you do have your one vanity there, vanity number 2 over here. And then here you're going to have your closet space and toilet across from it. Now, ladies and men of fashion who have tons of clothes, this may not be big enough for you, but hopefully, you know, you can at least sacrifice this corner right here for your significant other that you love so much that you're gonna live with. Behind this here, you're gonna have your nice little internet. This does have fiber internet, so for those of you that love Netflix, for those of you that love video games, for those of you with kids that play Fortnite all night long and potentially all day long as well, you do have really good internet, so you won't ever hear them hate you because the internet's not working or the internet's going out. So, and then finally, this is gonna be the bathroom. On a real note, I'm a real big fan of this floor. I don't know if you guys were able to see the floor or not in the video, but just a big fan of it. I just like the color of it. And it's not black, which means it's not gonna be one of those colors that, every time you get it a little dirty or dusty, you can notice it. So it'll have a nice life. Now, let's talk about Star, Idaho. We're gonna do that in the kitchen though. That was this home, guys. If you're curious or would like more information about these homes, let me know. Once again, you will see my cell phone number as well as my email pop up on the screen. Oh, there's the shelves again. So guys, this is a gorgeous home. Now, these aren't the only new construction homes in the neighborhood, as I mentioned earlier. All right, guys, so as far as this home, if this is one of the homes that you guys just genuinely love or would like more information about, you're gonna see my email and my cell phone number pop up on the screen. For those of you that prefer to call or text, please do. For those of you that prefer to email, please do. Let me know what your current situation is and how I can potentially help you guys come up with a game plan, schedule a Zoom call with us, however we need to maneuver to make sure we help accommodate you and your move to Idaho. Now, for those of you guys that are curious about as far as what we can do in the term of Star, Idaho, what Star, Idaho has to offer. Truth be told, guys, Star, Idaho is kind of ahead as far as its residential side of things. We have tons of homes being built right now, and they're starting to try to catch up as far as amenities and grocery stores and you know, those types of stores and commercial buildings, because they don't have enough, in my personal opinion, which is going to be a con, to help make up for how many people are living in Star currently. Now, with it being said, you do have tons of great cities nearby. You have Meridian, which does have a Costco. You have Nampa nearby. You have Caldwell nearby. You have Boise nearby, which Star to Boise, like I said earlier in the video, is going to be a 30 to 45. It's going to be more like a 25 to 40 minute drive. 40 minute being you're on the very end, closer to Middleton, driving to Boise, but you also are bordering Eagle as well, which is absolutely gorgeous. Star does have its own golf course on a side note, super easy course. So for those of you that may even be new to the game, who are just getting into it, you're gonna absolutely love it. So tons of things to do in Star, Idaho, at least proximity wise. You do have things that are nearby that are bordering it, whether it's in the city or not. They do have a ton of events they do throughout the year in the community, so it does have like a small town feel, although it is growing very fast and very drastically. So for those of you that are looking to be close to a city but not in the city, Star, Idaho is probably going to be the perfect place for you. There's still tons of agricultural land. There's still tons of just areas that aren't necessarily built on or taken up just yet, because it's just so much newer as far as people wanting to relocate this way. Now, on the pro side of things, on the con side of things, I will say real estate wise, you do see that Star, Idaho is starting to get a little more expensive as far as cost goes. So as far as the median price right now, it's actually cheaper than Boise. So you're looking at a $602,000 median price point in Star, Idaho. Now that is above the national average. So housing here is going to be a little more expensive. However, as far as inventory, we are up in inventory. It's still tight, but it is a little higher than we were in the beginning of the year, which is really good. So that just means you guys have more options, more neighborhoods, more communities, more floor plans to pick from, and more than likely the seller, if not new construction and maybe even resale homes, they are going to be more motivated to give you guys a deal or give you some type of promotion, which is why they're currently giving a promotion as well. So when it comes to Star in general, I mean, guys, tons of opportunity for growth, tons of opportunity to get into some really great schools. In addition to that, that is going to be one of the biggest pros as far as Star, Idaho goes. It is part of the West Ada County School District, which is one of the top ranked school districts in the entire state of Idaho, as far as both academics and also as far as sports as well. So I don't know where they ranked this year, but I know the year before that they ranked #1 for both academic scores in mathematics and English language arts. And then as far as academically, or as far as athletically, they do have tons of state championships. They've been to many, they typically get into the playoffs, and it's just a really good environment if you're looking to push your kid to the best or be around the best. They do have private schools, they do have charter schools, they do have public schools. So dependent on what your situation is, if you do have kiddos, you do have tons of options as well. Now, another big plus for Star is going to be that it does not have a high crime rate. Crime rate in Star, Idaho is just significantly lower than your typical, areas that a lot of people are relocating from. A lot of people leaving Washington and Oregon are trying to get away from, some of the rougher areas, and they're looking for a place to restart, find somewhere that's just peaceful, somewhere that has just a high quality of life. And I mean, just this area in general just offers exactly that. So for those of you guys that are looking for peace, that are looking to get away from the city and the hustle and bustle culture, Star is probably going to be the perfect place for you. And with that being said, guys, if you haven't already, do me a huge favor, make sure you guys press the subscribe button at the screen below. And then once you subscribe, you can press another button and it'll notify you, which is at the top of the screen, that little bell you'll see. It'll give you a notification every time we make another amazing videos or any other videos just like this. So make sure you guys stay tuned, stay connected. And if you have questions, once again, I am a licensed real estate agent here in Star and the surrounding areas. Once again, for the last time this video, you're gonna see my cell phone and email pop up on the screen. Call me, text me, let me know how I can help you guys. Love you guys, see you guys on the next one.